today the plan is, while Jack does bits and pieces on his Abbott thing, we're going to slap the clutch back in that shit and get that up and running so we can use it to move dead ducks like concrete around the yard and other things like that. We've got a few things to do to the clutch which we'll show you now. We have took it to bits because it was all stuck together with rust. The actual plates were alright. I didn't fancy spending 400 quid getting them relined, so we just knocked the flaky rust stuff, and the actual sandwich plates were okay. These fingers were all seized up, but Jack and Taya freed them off nicely. This throwout bearing seems to be okay, but the only thing that is buggered, which I'll show you now, is this seal here. You can see a bit more there, which I think, to be honest, we damaged it more getting it out, but it was leaking. That actually goes inside the engine, and that is the engine main control oil seal. And here is a new one that we have to have specially made because you can't buy them off the shelf. They're about 100 quid each. So we've got to change that, which isn't hard, but the hardest thing is there's this stupid snap ring here.
You can just see the edges of it.
Yeah, this spline collar. You have to put a load of screwdrivers in, tap it down, take that thing off, pull that out, and then that will lift out. And then just swap the seal. But getting that off is a real pain in the backside. I would film it, but I can't be bothered. So we're just going to struggle and swear, change that, put that seal in, and then we'll lift it in the tank and hopefully put the gearbox back in, which shouldn't be such an horrendous job, should it?
No, should
be. And then that's another thing, running and driving properly.
In theory.
Right, so that was easy.
Yeah,
to be fair, we did actually make that look easy for a change.
Well, yeah, but you did have to use your forehead.
Well, yes, so that now comes off.
Piece of
and then hopefully
that comes up and off.
Knackered seal off. The rest of it's okay. Just need to knock that out, change it. Put that in the voice. That's a new seal in. That was
we're making our millions.
Face down, wasn't it? Face down.
I know.
we don't want to put it together in the wrong order.
That one next.
Snap ring on, then in. Then no.
Idiot.
Snap ring on, then you knock it in, don't you?
Pretty sure you don't, but all right, let's try it.
One minute, let me look at that side before we argue. Yeah, probably not.
No, I don't believe it. I thought we should just try it. Idiot, where have you put it?
See. What's Dad stealing? Dad's on the scrounge.
I'm not going to listen to Jack because he's useless. What we could do.
Oh, no, that won't work, will it?
No, you're right.
I know what you're thinking. Right, now we need a cable tie.
That was the one, yeah. Or was it a cable tie or was it a...
cable tie, I think.
No, it was a clamp worm drive.
A clamp worm drive. I'll get a clamp worm drive.
Yeah. Here's a little tip I learnt from my cousin while I was in the Vietnam War.
Get your clamp worm drive.
Come on, Dad.
Making this look good, Jack. You're making this look good.
Shut up.
Come on. Come on.
I'm going to guess and say no, because they're different sizes.
Yeah, they're not even anywhere near alike. Right, now that's all clamp worm drive. Rubber hammer. Tap that up. Go on, Jack. Go on. Well, it's just like normal, really. Go on.
Move things.
Go on. Oh, it's like we've done it before.
Yeah! Good, aren't I?
I'll bring it straight back.
Don't do it now.
You're going to do a Scandinavian flick. Steering pillars. When you pull the lever to steer, it puts things out of brakes on. Centurions are famous for seizing up on the shaft here. And then your pillars are all sticking and your brakes are on and binding. And it's nearly always these two little brackets here. nicely now. We're both seized up solid. Keep going. Down. Pry bar, quick.
What now? Right, it is.
Just sat here thinking I'm very hungry. And that's very rude and very fat of me. What are you doing? Just tickling shit up?
Yeah. Just dusting.
I just thought I'd save some petrol in this and turn the phone off.
Good idea.
Too far back.
Do you want to state the obvious again, or a vagine? That's all I'm good for. It's flicking bean, eating vagine, and missing the green.
I don't think you're any good for any of those things.
I think you're.
Well, that's the gearbox all back in. The only thing we need to do now that I noticed was the fan belts are knackered, so before I put that plate on there, we'll change them fan belts. So my next plan is to put two great big stack pipes up on either side with weather flappers on the top. So I think that'll be full agri-op. It's already got Nova K&N racing air filters on, so may as well go the full Yobbo spec on the whole job. Bit of E12 straight pipe. MK5 Chieftain, which is on the way to the States. So what we've got to do with this actually is is take the breech block out, which is a crying shame, and it's an absolute hideous job that I absolutely detest doing because it's so stupid. But we'll basically show you. You climb up here. Ugh. So it's a lovely little job. You've got to take the whole commander's cupola off, and the commander's chair, and the side bracket, and basically there's the big part of the gun, if you can see down there. I'm going to have to take this whole piece out through this hole once we've took everything off, and then gas it literally in half where the breech slides up. Obviously I need to pull the barrel out, which is a fairly large job. So the barrel has to, there's a plate above the breech that you slip out. It's got a big flat head bolt countersunk, and you basically just pull a little tab out, and the gun, you do half a turn and it literally pulls out. It's actually not a bad job, it's just all heavy and all big and quite hard to turn if it's not been spun for a while. And then obviously you just need a thorough cleaning. There's a fuel pump that's gone bad, I think. We've also got a hydraulic oil leak that's leaking quite a lot. So I need to look in the engine bay as well on this one. With the Centurion ARV, we've now got the gearbox all back together with the clutch freed off. Everything's greased, everything's oiled. The brakes are now free. We spent a fair bit more time buggering about trying to get this side brake shoe freed off. So that's all good, but the fuel pipes are absolutely buggered. The pumps, there's two little pumps on these engines. They're absolutely rubbish. They fail on all of them. They're junk. So I think what I'm going to do is not bother with that shit, and I'm going to order an electric seal pump and tie that in properly. I'm also going to copy someone off YouTube. Had a very good idea with the Centurion ARV. I hate Centurions with fuel tanks in the engine bay, because they have a habit of catching fire, and the last thing I want is 500 litres of petrol right next to the thing that catches fire. So, someone on YouTube, you're going to try and cross without killing yourself?
I am, yeah. Ooh.
Nearly died.
That's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah,
that's further than it looks.
It is that. So how far away 10 is? Doo-doo. So my plan is to put a 7.5 tonne, well, a 500 or 400 litre truck fuel tank in this bin box here. Basically as big a fuel tank as can possibly get, and then it'll be a nice gravity fed all the way down to the engine. Will actually help the engine get fuel, and it's out the way and it's safe.
And easier to drain. And
easier to drain, yeah. I don't think you need to worry about easy to drain when you've got a 27 litre V12 guzzling away. But I also want to put the sprag on the back of this once we've got it running and driving. The winch, the V80 all runs lovely in this, but we still haven't actually worked out how to work the winch. I think there's probably a unit that's a little bit knackered. It's seen a bit of water, this old girl. So that needs sorting. And that pretty much wraps it up for the last 2 days or 3 days, whatever, however it's been. So thank you all for watching. We'll probably see you again very soon, won't we, Ted?